Please note, views and opinions expressed in the course of this program do not represent that of OTV. Therefore, this channel is not liable to any legal action that may result from this program.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Ẹ sì káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ọmọ Oòduà tó ń dé sójú ìwòran yín láti iléeṣẹ́ ìkànnì Wo TV níbi tá a ti ń dábẹ́ ọdún tá a ti ń rọ̀ bí òwe. Bó jẹ́ pé ọba náà ló kú fórè fàkùkọ tiwa o. Ẹ kú gbójú ọjọ́ ti rí báwọn lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ́hùn. Ajé ti gbogbo ajẹ́ sọ́jà yín ti ta wàràwàrà torí pé tó dá mi lójú náà ni pé ọmọ ẹ̀ta ní kọ́kọ́ ta o kí gbogbo ọmọ ẹranko tó tà pátá. Àdúrà mi ni pé ajé àfilẹ̀ gbogbo wa sílé ògúngún sọ bòjá fọ̀dẹ̀dẹ́gbọ́ ṣe gbogbo àwa òkùnkùn ní báláyé fọwọ́ táyé gẹ́gẹ́ tó ètò ọ̀hún náà ló tún balẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wàrà òjò sójú lè yí àwa Wunmi ẹ bá wa pèrè fìlà bẹ́ẹ̀ máa fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀ kákọ́ lágbàmì ètò tòní ká máa bá kí ní ọ̀bọ̀ bàdí ṣe máa ń ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe tiwa tẹ́tí mọ̀ wá mọ̀ lánàá kó tó dùn ní. àdìgbò lódodo ràwọ̀ yín náà rèé lórí ètò tòní bó bá ti wáyé gun ó máa ń yọ rẹ ni bó bá ti yá yẹn tẹ̀lé mi ẹja lọ lórí ètò tòní kájọ mọ bí kíní ọ̀hún kájọ mọ bó ti fẹ́ rí. ẹ máa bá mi láìkì o ẹ dẹ̀ máa ṣíà kẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi subscribe ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́ wa láké kí wọ́n gbọ́ wa lóko káwọn tó àrògùn àga náà má bọ́ kí wọ́n bomi ọgbọ́n mu ń bẹ̀ torí pé ètò ọgbọ́n rèé níbẹ̀ náà láti jọ ń fúnra wa lómi ọgbọ́n mu ó ti yá ẹja tẹ̀síwájú lórí ètò tòní.
So at the end of the day, when they're going to claim that money, usually in probate court, the people that usually get money in probate court are usually the parents of the dead person and the children of the dead person. But if there's no children, then everything goes to the parents. Look at Matthew Perry. Did he not die recently? He didn't leave a will either. He's 50-something years old. He didn't leave. Do I have a will? Because there's nothing in my will. The only thing I have is bank accounts. So I don't have a will. And my bank account, my children know the passwords. Anytime they want to withdraw, they just enter the password, withdraw the money, all that stuff. You know, I don't know how you guys operate in your house. I have my children's bank passwords and they have mine, you know. So it's not like they're going to wake up and empty my bank account tomorrow, but I know what I'm doing, believe me. But you have to prepare for your family. So what's going to happen is Mr. Loba is trying to get all the assets for his son. And he's not going to do it until the DNA of that child is checked. You know, I better put where anywhere. Oh, I've done my own parts. We'll do Yaba and Lizzie in a minute. All right, what's the topic? Please know the topic before. Listen to the video before using the question. So I hate stupid people. When is the autopsy report coming out? It's not coming out, okay? I've already said on my last video. The autopsy is done, the toxicology is done. It's not going to be made public. Mohbad's dad doesn't want it public anymore. She doesn't want Yabo and to another ruckus of social media. So it's going to remain private. Autopsy does not have to be public. They're not doing it because of you, okay? They are not doing it because of you. They're doing it because they want to make sure they know what killed him. There are many people who died without an autopsy. Davido's assistant, Obama GMW, I have a photograph of him dead on the operation table on the morning that he went to eat with Davido and Peruzzi when Davido was traveling to America. They went to eat at 10 a.m. at a restaurant, and Davido's flight was around noon, and it was his father's jet. And they only had rice and stew at the place, and he started feeling sick, you know, I don't know, gasping, whatever. And he drove himself to the hospital. When he got to the hospital, you know, someone snapped him inside the hospital and they sent the picture to me. And he died minutes later. The heart-lung machine, they've packed it up, they unplugged it, his dead body shot. And I didn't post it because Tiwa Savage didn't want me to post it. She pleaded to me that it'll affect his son. Little did I know that Tiwa was even dating the guy. And that's the real reason why she didn't want me to post it. I still have the pictures of today. Obama was buried the very same day. Imagine you went to eat breakfast with Davido at 10 a.m., 4 o'clock, you are inside the ground. By the time Davido landed in Atlanta, Davido was like, oh my God, Obama, rest in peace, just like that. And then the rumors started surfacing like, did Davido or Peruzzi poison him? Which is not the case, because I saw everything with Obama. Obama's system, his body was messed up. He had what they will call a cardiac event. You know, his entire heart walls. You know how Whitney Houston's heart walls looked? Whitney's cardiac walls was so damaged from drugs. Obama had smoked weed, shisha, alcohol, bitters, everything. So that's what happened to him. No one poisoned him. And at the end of the day, he's Muslim, so he had to be buried immediately. Did he have an autopsy? No. If they not took Obama out of the ground and said, let's do autopsy, you know what I'm saying? Autopsy can be done anytime now. Maybe you saw, what's his name? Derek Wade in America. The boy that was hit by a police car, and the police quickly went to bury him without calling his parents. In that America. So at the end of the day, you know, Obama didn't have an autopsy. Bodyguard didn't call. Davido's bodyguard, Taju, you know, TJ. Did he have autopsy? No. Some people that die and buried, you know. If we start having autopsy for everybody, well, I will come. But at the end of the day, yeah, the autopsy and the toxicology reports are out. Some journalists have seen it. I know what's in there, and I told you in the last video. He was a victim of circumstances, okay? He used drugs. There was drugs in there. There was all kinds of stuff in there, and they drugged him up. When I say they drugged him up, I'm not using the term drug him up as in they gave him drugs like tramadol, like Valium. You know, the term drug him up could mean you are giving somebody a drug so they can sleep. So that they can sleep. Then the term I'm using, drug him up, is the term where you virtually give them medications, trial and error. Imagine them injecting you with this antibiotic, that antibiotic, this one, that one. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. You know, so, and when you see a victim of circumstance, what do? If a cockroach is on the floor of your house, all right, and you see the cockroach coming to that spot every day, what do? Maybe you put something there for the cockroach. There are many things you can do. You can take fleet, insecticide, fleet the floor. Okay, when you fleet the floor and the little liquid of fleet is sitting there, that can kill the cockroach. That's like you take the opportunity to kill the cockroach. Now, some people say cucumber. Okay, if you slice cucumber and put it on the corner, you will see cockroach dead in the morning in that place. They don't like cucumber. But I always tell people the best way to kill cockroaches is onions and toothpaste. You know what I mean? You should be able to do that now. Look at me doing something else on my life. You know, you take one onion, put in your blender, blend it. Take toothpaste, enter it into that mix it well, put it in little chunks in your kitchen. In the morning, if as dirty as your house may be, you might see 50 cockroaches near that toothpaste. The smell of the toothpaste and the onion kills them. So it's like you have to use an opportunity to kill somebody at a certain time. If a cockroach doesn't come out, you don't know the cockroach is there, right? If you have your onion toothpaste mixed in a glass jar and you cover it, all right, and you are talking, you are doing live video like Kemi Olunloyo and one cockroach comes out of the kitchen cabinet. So you get up, you go and get your glass onion toothpaste mix, take the spoonful and put it there. That's an opportunity to kill that cockroach. I hope I explained it properly. I'm going to open comments if you have a question. Continue. Let me just hear. I've turned on comments. Let me hear what you want to say. Okay, I don't want any rubbish stuff. I'm removing people of the video. And let me tell you about Lizzie and Yabo. Their own is Yoruba. Now, Lizzie and Yabo, they have been at each other's throat forever. And what I said in August ending, was like, I'm praying for both of you. You need to stop. And you said, go Yoruba. I'll do it in Yoruba because non-Yoruba speakers don't really care. Okay. And you said, who is this one? You are a stupid awful. I beg, let me remove your ass. Don't come to my video if I'm a stupid awful. And you said, go Yoruba. Okay, Arise TV needs to employ you. They wanted to, somebody in there didn't want them to hire me. Ijeoma, the MD. Ijeoma, God will punish you. She was the one that put my name as blogger on the Hush Puppy interview. She said they shouldn't put me as journalist. I called her out now. Okay, but nobody thought I would call her out, you know? Nonsense. But back then I wanted to employ me. Wanted to put me as a political correspondent, give me my own show self, you know, but they are all what's it called? They're all intimidated. Maybe I'm not there anymore. They will miss me. When they see me on, let me see, Fox News, you know, I'm going to retire, but I might come back to Fox News as a correspondent, not correspondent, as maybe one of those people that come on the Sunday shows and analyze things. The only thing about it is I don't want to do politics anywhere. I don't cover politics. It's not fortunate to put me on the round table now, be interviewed. It has to be a politician also, Israel and whatever. I've been in this business since 1994. It's 30 years. Thank you so much. Who was the one that said that? Ade Rula. Okay, let me speak Yoruba a little bit. Hey, you people, the situation with Iyabo and Lizzie has been going for a long time. End of August, I posted their pictures and I said I prayed for both of them. Iyabo has always been a nuisance. Okay, she begged me she actually apologized for me going to prison because of the mistakes she made and the enemies she made and what made her PA, what made Tony write that notes and give it to her PA and they gave it to me. So she actually acknowledged the fact that she was part of the reason I went to prison and the Suleiman angle of it. Okay, I don't want to tell you too much because I'm going to write it in my book. I'm not in Nigeria anymore. We won't know what happened. But at the end of the day, she was trying to get Suleiman to give me something by sending another actress to me. He said I should go and rent a house. They'll pay for the rent. They'll get me a car, everything. I declined. I didn't want anything from any of them. If I wanted a house, a car, anything, even my business, H&N Africa, that went down and everything, if I wanted everything back, I would just call Ibiyomi to give me. I never asked Ibiyomi for a penny. He never offered me anything. But if I needed something, I would go to him, not you. So at the end of the day, Iyabo and Lizzie, what's going on with them? Lizzie will come on the video and say something about secretary, da. Let me tell you what secretary means. Secretary, I've written it I think I wrote it in the broadcast. Secretary is a town in Oyo State, near Shaki, northern Oyo State. We have an actual town. I don't want to call it a village. It's a small town kind of thing. In the Igbo land, when they have a small town, they always say village. Don't call it village. It's different. Secretary has street signs, everything. Secretary is near Shaki in northern Oyo State. It is known for snakes. It's like Australia. It's known for snake. Everywhere Secretary is snake. You can't walk on the street, snake will come. Even snake will come and grease your leg. You know, so a lot of people in Secretary have snake bites. So one man now discovered that let's take the venom of these snakes. You know the venom of the snake. Sometimes you can use it to make like a vaccine kind of thing that will, cure the people. So they have been doing a lot of research on Secretary. The Oyinbos have gotten there and everything. Now, how the name came about, my father was governor of Oyo State at one time, and the people in Okeogun and Shaki are the big voters. If the Shaki people and the Okeogun people vote for you, you are going to become governor. They have to like you in that side. So what a lot of things my dad told me about Secretary is that the name came about in the colonial days when the British were still here. Secretary, if you look at the word, it means serpent. Serpents. And the word for serpent, the word for snake is also serpent. Serpentary. So they named it. So when the British was there, pre-independence day, colonial days, so they named it Secretary Shaki. So the British named it that. Till today, you have to go into the bush or into the farm. On the road, snake will be passing. You too will be passing near snake. And snake will sometimes come to your leg. If you sit down, you see I'm sitting on a chair here. You say I'm sitting outside in my compound. Snake will come to my leg to come and greet me. Imagine. So when you see Lizzie saying Secretary, she's actually saying Iyabo is a snake. That's why Iyabo, and then she said, go and put your black bonnet on and everything. So she's shading her. Lizzie is not scared of Iyabo. Okay, I've studied their beef. She's not scared of Iyabo. Iyabo can be very dangerous. Now, Lizzie also says, Iyabo too says Lizzie can be very dangerous. But Iyabo, and in all this stuff that's happened, Lizzie is the one that knew. It was Lizzie. Lizzie told me some of this stuff about how I went to prison and everything. Some people just couldn't talk. At the time, Lizzie didn't talk. I faulted her for not talking, but I didn't know her and I didn't talk to her at that time. But there are people in Nollywood who knows what took me to prison with the BOM, who knows what led to the beef. They just used me. Okay, so don't get that part wrong, because some people say somebody used me. No. They only used me as a journalist. Is that not what the person said? They gave the 8-page letter to Iyabo's PA and they said, please give it to that journalist that calls men of God out. So they gave it to me. I'm trying to investigate it. I posted the first page, but nobody knew there were 8 pages. And that's when they arrested me. BOB's lawyer called me and told me to take it down. I said, I can't take it down. I'm an investigative journalist. I put allegedly there. I have to investigate. Before you know it, the police doesn't know the meaning of allegedly. They just arrested me. You saw how they came to my house. They stormed my house in the morning and everything. So at the end of the day, okay, throughout the whole case, the police was trying to get me to confess that I wrote it. I didn't write it. It was sent to me via Instagram. They said I was the one that owned the Attorney General that died in his sleep in London. He said I was the one that owned the fake account and sent it to myself. Instagram said no, it came from another number. Okay, then they sent it up to Truecaller. Truecaller said it came from this number and it's a Nigerian number. The number came out with Yabo Joe Pinky's group. I'm like, Yabo, okay, how can Yabo set me up? I don't know these people now. It turned out that Yabo's PA was the one that carries that phone. You see how all of them messed me up. Okay, so that's why if you come into my DM, as I've opened my DM now, okay, my DM was closed for like 3 months. I didn't want to read rubbish from anybody. But I don't have the time anymore. I'm not in Nigeria, so if I see your DM, I might delete it off. Don't send me rubbish stuff. But anyway, at the end of the day, what basically happened was that Yabo, you know, knew all this stuff and she kept quiet. She didn't show up to court one time. Everything started getting like really crazy. And then when they now exposed her own numbers, the one that sent the news chip, that was when the judges dismissed the case. Justice Fubara Magistrate, they dismissed the case. Federal judge dismissed the case. And they didn't want people to know because it looks like as if Ibiomi was disgraced. So at the end of the day, Kennedy Oguko paid all these journalists not to report it. The Punch that was reporting actively, they didn't report again. The Nation reporter was the one that told me. That one died. He was sick. It was the one that told me that they paid all of them not to report it. So you guys just thought everything ended. To make it worse, I went to tell Ibiomi that I want to do a testimony in his church. There was a reason why I went to that place. I went to Ibiomi's church to lay a curse. If you notice, you can go and Google the video. It's online. I was standing at the altar, ground zero of Ibiomi's church, and I laid a curse. Whoever sent me that news tip, God will punish you mercilessly. That was the curse I went to lay there. That's the only reason why I went to do that testimony. And the person that sent the news tip, Toyin, who gave it to the PA and all that, God is punishing all of them now mercilessly. I always hear which Toyin. You'll know which Toyin when I write the book. They're all friends now, but the way God will punish all of you. So at the end of the day, that's the situation with Lizzie and Iyabo. Iyabo, Lizzie is not scared of you. Okay. So my front, if you mention my name because you have a deformation, it's not deformation, it's deformation. D-E-F-A, not deform. Deform is for them to mess up somebody's hands or muscle or something. Okay, you can't sue anybody for defamation. Okay. You are just making noise. She will call your name. I'm calling your name now. Ashewo nie, Olosho nie. Okay, Olosho Ashewo were nie. Kusento ni de. Alright, we want to kick, we want to disgrace a kuro in case Mohbad. Baba Mohbad fe ko ni nkan kan ṣe pẹ̀lú ọmọ òun or funeral ọmọ òun. Olosho ni ibi tẹ́ ma get to what ma fe lo mi ṣe contents le ma rí. Ọmọ ẹ ó ti pé 25 years old, ó ti ń ta expensive bags. Ìyẹn tó bá tẹ̀ jẹ́ real bags gan. Ó ti ń ṣe àwọn nǹkan tó influence younger people tó ń lówó tó ń dẹ̀ ever lówó yẹn, you know, so far when you come me o ma gbe ko lo ma sun pẹ̀lú àwọn èyàn ni ṣe bí hook up ni Priscilla ń ṣe hook up ni Priscilla ń ṣe Iyabo lajú ẹ̀ síta kò sẹ́ni tó care about anything. Stop lying to all these young people. O wá pè rẹ̀ ní godmother of what? Oh, lọ sí Ghana tó rò pé mò ń gbé tí mo lọ ṣe assignment 3 times lọ́wọ́ nǹkan tó ń pè ní godmother in Ghana. Nigerians running prostitution rings in Ghana, one woman, old lady with 25 girls in an apartment. They won't even rent apartments for any Nigerians in Ghana. It's just hard because of that prostitution thing. And that's what they call their madam, godmother. You are now doing godmother on Instagram, Abi. Abi, you have some girls that you send out. Very stupid things. Because Anthony time, nobody has time, Yabo. You know, tobacco lady, go to your children, that kind of stuff. Who is this? I'm so bad. This is the reason I find dead cockroaches in my kitchen every morning. Because of the onions. No, it's really not because of the onions. The onions are supposed to be there. Okay. Let me just say this to you, Sam Chapat. If you have onions, right, we can't refrigerate. Well, you guys are you Nigeria? Okay, because abroad is different. They have something at the bottom of the fridge called crisper. Every fridge has it. But in Nigeria, the crisper doesn't work because they're going to take light for 6 hours, 12 hours, all that. So your fridge is not doing capacity. It's only doing half capacity. So Nigerians will leave onions out. If you leave onions out on the counter, like I like onions out, I don't like my onions refrigerated. If you leave your onions out on the counter, okay, it doesn't mean that roaches are coming. They're not smelling the onions. It's when you open the onions and grind it, the inside of the onions is what kills them, not outside. All right. If you keep onions in your kitchen, try and dry them. All right. Onions have no added or lost benefits if you dry them. Put them in a basket, throw them out on your balcony, let the sun hit it. You know, even in America, some of these apartments have balcony. Put it out on the balcony. If you see sun, you know it's fake sun now because it's November. Fake sun, when I say fake sun, God forgive me, fake sun, I mean like the sun is shining, but it's not really bringing out the heat. But still put it out there. So it's not that you're seeing cockroaches. Clean your kitchen. You take everything out of your kitchen closet, food, everything. Put it in one side of your kitchen or outside. Okay, and then you will wipe all your walls. Open all your closets. Okay. You see fleet. Don't fleet your closets. Fleet the rag you are using and use it to wipe the walls of your kitchen. That's what I did for rice bugs. Rice bugs will continue coming in. I just use fleet on the thing and wipe it. They don't come again. The rice bugs are inside the rice, so they come out when they feel like coming. Nothing is coming out anyway. We're eating bugs. All we're doing is eating bugs all day anyway. Beans have bugs too, everything. So what you want to do basically is you have to clean your kitchen. Not everybody's clean. I'm not saying you're dirty, but I'm just saying not everybody is clean. And then you might do something, you know, that kind of stuff. I didn't realize I started a podcast. I already have podcasts. I've been podcasting for 20 years. Kemi Talks on Spotify. They're giving me 25 seconds of time. I didn't know they do this. 20 seconds left for this live. I'll start a new live. I have a podcast. Go to Kemi Talks. It's everywhere. Spotify, Apple Music, Apple everywhere. I started all this stuff before all these rubbish people that sit down in front of a microphone. The live is going to end, but I'll start a new one. And Q&A kind of thing. You know, oh, look.
Ẹ kú dédé àsìkò yìí. Ẹ sì káàbọ̀ sórí ètò ọmọ Oòduà tó ń dé sójú ìwòran yín láti iléeṣẹ́ ìkànnì Wo TV níbi tá a ti ń dábẹ́ ọdún tá a ti ń rọ̀ bí òwe. Bó jẹ́ pé ọba náà ló kú fórè fákùkọ tiwa o. Ẹ kú bójú ọjọ́ ti rí báwọn lọ́dọ̀ yín lọ́hùn. Ajé ti gbogbo ajẹ́ sọ́jà yín ti ta wàràwàrà torí pé tó dá mi lójú náà ni pé ọmọ ẹ̀ta ní kọ́kọ́ ta òkú gbogbo ọmọ ẹranko tó tà pátá. Àdúrà mi ni pé ajé àfilẹ̀ gbogbo wa sílé ògúngún sọdúnsọ bòjá fọ̀dẹ̀dẹ́gbọ́ ṣe gbogbo àwa òkùnkùn ní báláyé fọwọ́ tayé gẹ́gẹ́ tó ètò ọ̀hún náà ló tún balẹ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ wàrà òjò sójú rẹ̀ yìí àwa Wunmi kẹbà wá pèrè fìlẹ̀ abẹ́ máa fìdí tí a pèrè mọ́lẹ̀ kákọ́ lágbàmì ètò tòní ká máa bá kìnìún ọ̀bọ̀ bàdìṣe máa ń ṣe gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìṣe tiwa tẹ́tí mọ̀ wá mọ̀ lánàá kó tó dùn ní. àdìmọ́ lódodo ràwọ̀ yín náà rèé lórí ètò tòní bó bá ti wáyé gun ó máa ń yọrẹ ni bó bá ti yá yẹn tẹ̀lé mi ẹja lọ lórí ètò tòní kájọ mọ bí kìnìún ọ̀hún kájọ mọ bó ti fẹ́ rí. ẹ máa bá mi láìkì o ẹ dẹ̀ máa ṣíà kẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi subscribe ẹ jẹ́ kí wọ́n gbọ́ wa láké kí wọ́n gbọ́ wa lóko káwọn tó wá rọ̀gbọ́n àga náà má bọ́ kí wọ́n bomi ọgbọ́n mu ń bẹ̀ torí pé ètò ọgbọ́n rèé níbẹ̀ náà láti jọ ń fúnra wa lómi ọgbọ́n mu ó ti yá ẹja tẹ̀síwájú lórí ètò tòní.
updates about Mohbad's case. There's a lot going on the Mohbad's case that a lot of you are tired. Two prominent bloggers contacted me yesterday. Now, you guys understand that they're bloggers all over the world. They're Nigerian bloggers in Africa and countries, and they're Nigerian bloggers in America and also in the UK. A lot of these bloggers are calling me for an update, and unfortunately, the way this case has gone, many of you are not going to really understand. I'm typing something here. I'm going to shut down the comments because I really want you to listen. What I'm about to tell you basically is already in the broadcast, but you know, so let's just go to it. Mohbad updates. Okay. Please, I'm not in Canada. I keep hearing this thing about you saw me in Montreal. I was in Montreal, but I don't live in Canada. I beg. Okay. The real audience that I want on here are not awake yet, and that would be those in the Pacific, Central, you know, in America. So now, I want you guys to listen very carefully, okay? I don't have time for bullshit. A lot of you are bullshit on Instagram. When I finish this particular live video, I'm gonna leave it on, okay, for you guys to watch. I'm gonna let you comment if you're respectful. Now, immediately as I finish this live video, I'm going to do another live video, and that's going to be Yabo and Lizzie. And I have a message for both ladies. So let's go. First things first, join my broadcast channel, okay? Because I'm closing up these pages. My Facebook page is closed. My Twitter and X and my TikTok are also closed. I'm wrapping up my career. It's 30 years and I need to go. And once I leave, I want everybody to forget about me. Just forget that I even existed, okay? And then deal with your nonsense in Nigeria, okay? My YouTube channel will be left open, okay? Because I started on YouTube and I have a lot of video archives there. So if you feel like, you know, watching something intelligent, go to Kemi Talks on YouTube and just watch my videos, finish, okay? YouTube continues to pay me as long as I have that channel open. I don't know if I'm going to do any new videos, but I'm not going to be online anymore as a digital journalist.
Ẹ káàbọ̀, ẹ kú àtàárọ̀, ẹ kú òtòtò ní ẹ rí pé tó ọ̀hún dùn ó lárin ni ó ní gbọ́ngbọ́n nú. Bàbá ti ṣèlérí àwa la sọ̀rọ̀ ṣẹ a kì í ṣe àsọ̀rọ̀ dànù. Èyí tá a bá ti sọ fún yín dandan ni pé ká mú ṣẹ. Tó kò ní jù báyìí lọ o, kì í pọ̀ kó dùn. Ṣókí báyìí òun náà lọ bẹ oge, àmọ́ àwa làwa ò máa wá, ẹ̀yin náà làwa ò máa bá. Ẹ má gbàgbé, ẹ máa bá ń like ètò, kẹ́ ẹ máa bá ń share o. Bákan náà ẹ máa bá ń subscribe ká lè jọ máa pọ̀ sí, nítorí pé wọ́n ní ọmọ yọyọ ní nílé aládì. Tó títí wá dìgbà míì táwọn jọ máa fojú lójú lórí ìkànnì Wo TV. Àdìgbò lódòdó ra wọn ni mò ń jẹ́ ìjípò ní mi ọmọ àdìtú ọmọ adábà ọmọlájẹkú jẹ́lẹ́ ọmọ àfọ̀gọ́ sàárà kú mẹ́jẹ kú mẹ́nu kú ìjẹun tó ń ti ní bàbá tèmi lọ́mú lẹ́gùn rí ọ̀tá ọmọ jẹ́jọ òun dágbére fún yín pé ká sùn kájí láyọ̀ o, ire o.
Disclaimer: the information provided by the speaker or presenter on the Wo TV platform during this broadcast is for general informational purposes only. All information in this broadcast is provided in good faith. However, we make no representation or warranty of any kind, expressed or implied, regarding the accuracy, adequacy, validity, reliability, availability, or completeness of the information. The broadcaster of the channel may not and cannot be held accountable for the views, opinions, and comments made by callers during this broadcast. Wo TV is a contemporary Nigerian news and entertainment TV program born from the need to fuse the popular indigenous Yoruba culture into the growing entertainment industry of Nigeria and the rest of the world.